and remember what it felt like, and you were sending that thought out with a coherent brain, then there's only one thing that would draw it to you. That is the magnetic field of the heart. Now, it's not like your future's out there when you're in this quantum field, in the unified field, in the realm of time-space. The thought of your abundance produces the frequency or the feeling of abundance, and if you could lock into that frequency and stay connected to it, and then have the thought of drawing it to you with your heart, this is where it gets exciting. Because that magnetic field of your heart isn't drawing it from somewhere out there. The magnetic field of your heart, if you are feeling the feeling of your abundance with your heart, if you're falling in love with a new life with your heart and you know how to create heart coherence, wow, now it is that feeling and your connection to that future that you feel with your heart that begins to draw it to you. And the longer you can feel that feeling with your heart, your body in the present moment is believing it's happening to you. And what you're doing is you're conditioning your body into the present moment. Now, why is this important? Because if you can feel the emotion of your future with your heart, and this is the center of oneness and wholeness, and you're no longer creating from duality or polarity, we could say, over time, your abundance will live in your heart. You will know the feeling of your abundance with your heart. And when you think of abundance, instead of you feeling lack or separation, the thought of your abundance will produce the feeling of abundance in your heart. The more you practice this and you're experiencing that future in the present moment, it is the emotion that's causing you to feel connected to it in the present moment. And so then the emotion of your future that you feel with your heart is the exact thing that causes your body to begin to believe it's happening to you now. And it's in the eternal now, the eternal present moment, where you are in the unknown, where all possibilities exist, that cause you to draw that future to you. So when there's a vibrational match, when you're creating from the field instead of from matter, and you're creating from the realm of time-space, when your energy is synchronized with a coherent brain and a coherent heart, now you no longer have to move anywhere to get what you want. If the field controls matter and you're connected to the field, you're connected to source, you're connected to the unified field that governs everything physical. As long as you're creating from the field now, there's no place for you to go. There is no space and no time. So as you change your energy and you connect to it with your heart, you are going to collapse 2 points of consciousness. The point of consciousness of your dream and the point of consciousness called you. And as you draw it to you, to your heart, as you collapse 2 points of consciousness, you are collapsing time and space, which means you are warping space and time. That means the event will be drawn to you. And it will come in a way that you haven't thought of. If you thought of it, you would have done it. That's the known. It comes in a way that you haven't thought of. That's the unknown. And as I said, when it surprises you and catches you off guard, it makes sense then that you're going to begin to realize that on some level you created it. So the job that we have, first of all, is to get to that field. That's what we've been practicing. The practice of becoming nobody, no one, no thing, nowhere, and no time. Disassociating from everything known, disinvesting all of your attention and energy out of this material world of three-dimensional reality and putting it on the unknown. And doing that properly and existing in that place comfortably without feeling fear or feeling like you need to come back to your body's pain or come back to thinking about someone in your life. That when you can get to that point where there's brain coherence and tune into a frequency in the realm called time-space, and learn how to execute with your brain and your heart, and those experiences are drawn to you, you'll begin to believe more that you're the creator of your life and less of the victim of your life. Now there's a caveat here, because you just can't do this practice and then get up from your meditation and start reacting to everyone or everything in your life. The moment you do that, as I've been saying, you just disconnected from the energy of your future and you're back to the same energy of your past, and your life will stay the same. Your job is to practice it enough times that you're able to do it with your eyes open as well as your eyes closed. and to be able to stay in that energy, stay in your heart, keep your brain and heart coherent, independent of the conditions in your environment, independent of your body and independent of time. And if you can, this is when you start to see those synchronicities begin to appear in your life. And if you're tuning into something like abundance, and all of a sudden things start unfolding where you start noticing changes in your outer world, you start seeing these synchronicities, these opportunities as coincidences, I promise you the next time you go to create from the field, you're going to want to do it again and again. And all of a sudden, as it keeps happening, more doors keep opening and you find yourself entering a whole new reality.